A team coming out normally a Pleasant Park from last season, now switching the drops out to Misty Meadows, and the battle's already started with a crazy 50-50. And there you go, elimination's already started. Floki picking up the Elim on Milwaukee.
Now, Milwaukee already going down. It's so fast and misty at the start of this season. Usually, over time, it takes a while for these trios to end up fighting, but they want to waste none whatsoever. Floki getting completely eliminated after that knock as well. That's a very, very hot fight we were looking at to start off with. There it is. CRR now, 2v1. 102 rolls in. Stormy Wright surviving with just a little bit of HP, but he gets the clutch, gets the finish. That's what you expect from CRR, and I'm so glad to be watching him once again on the main stage.
I am so surprised going into this battle. We already highlighted at the analyst desk there, Shyo.
That is one of the big questions too, and something to touch on that was on the desk as well as a talking point is kind of, you know, the whole top 3 scenario of making it all the way towards finals, and the fact there's so many fights all the way around. We have Pen, Janice, Chapix as well, rolling in way off of Craggy, picking up a big fight towards Stealthy towards the top. But in general, right, Sancho, you're looking at a bunch of teams that not only want to qualify for the finals, but if they do it this week, they get a lot of say as to, you know,
their plan is to third party anything that's happening in Corning Complex. So it's important for High Crest's trio to wrap up that fight. So now we're back on board to the mountainous ranges here. Wolfies and Milan and Marine already have to dip into their heels, considering one of them was knocked there from Save It out there in that top left here. But all the action is happening. Now we got ourselves a box fight, and still Noah Riley and Aqua now be able to get Shake Coast right there. This is very big for them, Shao, considering that they couldn't really capitalize on Versa's rotation. So these are going to be very valuable Storm Surge, but at the same time, they have to survive this fight.
Yeah, it's going to be very, very tough. We know how long these guys looted for in general. That could be very dangerous. And the most dangerous part about this is that there's not enough space on the map. You'll see moments like this. Wakey right below, another box right above him, which is Buzz, Voxy, and Egram, who had a little bit of beef with them before still. Milan trapped right beside Toby and Dezinho. Even as a duo, you're still a big threat. They will pick up Hera on the side, though. That's huge for some of the loot that Wolfies absolutely needs in these big pots, but everyone's going to trap on that south side, Sancho. Absolutely. And now we'll wait for the lull moments for a lot of these guys to end up rotating. See Noah Riley, Aqua, and Vidil push for it. We're pressing height first, but there are so many different trios I'm thinking about that like it when there's a team right above them. Elokrat's one of them, who's right below their base immediately. Wakey, Kinsla, Eyedrop also like that mid-low ground operation as they're moving through, especially in a lobby like this.
Quick question, Shyo. Is it worth to have a Parasite? You know, sacrificing that 25 HP at this moment right here, would you want a Parasite on your head right now?
Definitely in this position, yes, because you never know what ends up happening between these 4th to 5th zone rotations. And Sancho, as the game gets later, Elims end up coming through plentifully compared to before, right? You can make that 25 HP back on the Siphon. You know, Benji right now, 1 elimination. That Parasite will get traded in it. He'll block the damage, get the 50 HP off the Siphon too. It's definitely worth it.
Wow, we're just seeing right now the tech getting pulled out, and Benji's trio is looking really solid with 3 eliminations and 245 above right now. So they're going to be able to sit a little bit pretty, be a little bit less aggressive. They don't have to be all in or nothing when it comes to box fight. They're going to sit back passively and just shoot at people from a distance, relying on their range here as they get some shots here at Giannis, and that's going to slow down that push for hype. But you're talking about it right here. We're going to literally have a tale of 2 different hype pushes right now, considering it is split right down the middle from Gorgeous Gorge.
Oh, one wants to take control of the center. Wakey, though, taking lots of body shots. He has to back all the way up, but there's nowhere to go. Behind him, the ground is looking really, really weird, and the Parasite's gone too, so now the damage will be absolutely lethal. He's going to have to try to get out. Sancho, these guys are like working the bottom of the barrel for position. This is tough.
Yeah, we saw them in that engagement. They slipped down. You talked about being the rocking against that parasitic place, but it is affecting them so much. They only got placement points considering they have got 0 elims. So yes, they made it this far, but to be able to get nothing beyond just that 5 points is not going to be a great match for them. And it's the same thing is going to go to anyone else that's being really passive and not racking up those elims. But Giannis, Hen, and Chapix right now getting a little bit lobby focus here on the outside. They're going to have to be sure as they're just barely holding on and they're barely inside. But look at it. So much pressure being put down by Mirza's trio, and from the bottom side, Diablo's trio right now trying to trip them up.
And why is that? Because the surge is active. Kinzel just 100 above. Mirza's trio is below and has lost all their shield. Wakey has gone down once again to Foxy. These guys have not left their side the entire time. It'll be a 2-man operation now in one of the worst spots in zone you've ever seen, with everyone just taking surge damage over and over again.
They're tanking the zone. Right now, Zone 5 has been revealed as going towards the north. There's already a lot of trios already making the move. This trio right here, Kenzel, has not. They do have a launch pad, but they have a lot of people in front of them, and they're gone. The pressure too much. Elocrats right there, and Hottie and Tripper were able to close that out, but now we're on board with someone in a little bit of greener pastures here, as now they're going to go ahead and shoot as many other people rotating around them. And look, they have a lot of options here in front of them. They got 2 trios to be able to, and they do get 1 knock. Yes, take a look at the zone 5 right now. There's about 5 trios who have not made their way through.
Yeah, this side of the block is living that big rich life. No surge to worry about, but that storm surge sector of homes is making the rotation in from the bottom left. You can see on your screen there still are a few arrows left. Everyone's still trying to dictate exactly how things will work. Elocrats has somehow on the bottom right of your screen made it out, but Tripper goes down as a consequence, and they're still getting sprayed by everyone. Nothing in this zone is gained for free, and he goes down. Now it's all up to Hottie to try to clutch for the trio. Aqua, he sees all from height, and he punishes anyone making mistakes.
Even though Tripper's trio was able to get Wakey's trio right there, they paid the price on their rotation. But here it is, Shyo, you see it.
Yeah, I see it. 2 big teams fighting for high ground, and not one has it just yet. It is going towards the side of Janus, Chapix, and Hen. They're going to be having the advantage on where the zone pulls, but the actual advantage of how high ground is goes all the way back to Vidil, Noah Riley, and Aqua. 2 Titan teams fighting for the most powerful spot on the map. That'll be the story for this endgame.
Here comes a rotation, and here is the Billy. You hear all the gliders going off now. This is where the launch pad is going to be a key factor, and they're actually going to go for a high pad. This is super dangerous, as now the tags are happening. Noah Riley doing his best to avoid it, but in this kind of lobby, that was a really dangerous to go to the front side and be able to cap that other team down below. But wow, what a crazy pad right there, and there's the rest. Jen, Hannes, and Chapix are going for the high pad as well. Most likely will go to the front side as well, and look at it. Who's on height? It is Janice, Chapix, and Hen.
We'll see Aqua, though, actually re-hit the pad and maybe have a chance to interrupt them on height and work for his team to come back up. But no, it is Janus, Chapix, and Hen who end up holding it out for the rest of the day and maybe even the rest of this game. We'll see what's possible. Reason jumping off the backside, not getting hit at all. His movement is way too clean, but like a side scroller screen, we see everyone moving from right to left with no interruptions whatsoever on every single layer. Everyone trying to keep ahead of the zone, making sure that no one tries to send them home whatsoever. And Mitro with CRR and X8 is also alive in this endgame. Sancho, if we go towards that last zone and Mitro finds a purple pump, this is going to be dangerous.
This is exciting to see. The big name is making a return alongside with CRR and X8. Can Mitro return to glory, who has been always on social media, everybody questioning his commitment to the game, but Mitro is trying to prove that he is one of the best still in the game. That is the picture down low. On high still, Janice has it, and we still see Tayson's trio is still on the front side here. On the outer edge, Astro, Rifla is still on the bottom, but at height here, you're seeing the Storm Surge going through for a minute. 4 people have to go down here on this moving circle Storm Surge. Nikov, Bodasai gets some knocks here on Lolito and Horno. Benji is still up, and he gets elimination on Swift.
Yeah, for this top tier team though, Janus, Chapix, and Hen, it's all about holding this presidential position. No one's going to be able to usurp them off the office. We'll see if it's possible for any other team to get in position, but they're so high, and they actually have height double tiered if possible before with Chapix. No, they are not confident. They know that no one can really interrupt them. Is that maybe an oversight? I'm not sure. Vidil's down though. For this team, who could be only one of the only ones in the lobby to contest them, it's not possible for them. There's big things happening though.
Oh my goodness, Vitro and CRR are just cooking up down below, but Noah Riley is still having such a dominant position. Mitro finally gets knocked by Jamsud. My question is on high, is they only down the south mats, and Hen is going to go sent down to cause trails. He does get hit really hard, so it's up to Chapix and Hen right now, and Janice. They're looking good, and now they're going to be sent down below to Prowl as Benji gets eliminated. Reason picks up an elimination on Jamsud. This is it. It's a top 6 situation, and we talked about who's going to be able to walk away and get into the top 3. Jen, Hannix, and Chapix are that trio right here, right now. But Tayson, the golden man of the hour, is still alive alongside with his partner, Reason.
Lots of different teams on every single layer that have the potential to win this game. It can go anyone's way still. It's all about the zone closing in all the way towards the very end. 5 trios left now. 10 different players. Tayson going for the edit. 148. Aqua's about to be deleted. Tayson's getting heated, and it's only just starting right now. Noah Riley going down from the left as well. CRR on the back walls, but Tayson does not care. He's going to go for the edit, make the shot. No, actually work for the position. Hen, Janice, and Chapix, they're dropping down now. Still, so many teams they have to basically slice through, but man, these would build themselves. Everything down below, it's just too thick. Tayson, he's going down. The water is a bit too trudgy to walk through. And this top tier team on Heights, Sancho, they're going to wrap this thing all the way up for the moment. The team we knew would win the game and possibly even take first for the day. Chapix.
And unfortunately, it didn't necessarily work out too much for them. They pushed up to 9th, but we'll hopefully kind of push further than that. Right now, though, Hen, Janice, Chapix, are we surprised? Wait, we've already said it. No, we're not. Yeah, in 13th with Rifless, Savid, and Astro, you know, when we were watching there, I was really excited because it looked like they were super deep in such a good position, low ground,